there is no safe day in African savanna. Heat here can exceed 40 degrees Celsius, drying up rivers and draining even the hardiest creatures. The baboon troop rallies together, voices rising in defiance. Across the grass, lions prowl apex predators whose reign has endured for generations. Hyenas wait, calculating every move. Crocodiles wait beneath the rivers. And countless others play their part in this relentless war for survival. Here, every day is a battle. Every life hangs on a single choice: fight, flee, or fall. And today, a new order arises. Those who rule with claws will face those who challenge with minds. Welcome to Wild Savannah, Rise of the Baboon Troop against the lions of the grasslands. Wild battlefield fierce. The African savanna is more than a land of golden horizons. It is also an arena of survival, where survival is tested every day. Beneath the vast expanses of grass and scattered acacia trees, a silent war is waged, shaped by famine, drought, and the harsh struggle for survival. Predators lurk with patience and precision. Herds move with constant vigilance, for the slightest mistake can turn the morning calm into chaos. On the savanna, brute strength alone is never enough. Survival demands speed, cunning endurance, and at times, nothing more than chance. Each day unfolds as a relentless contest where balance is fragile and every heartbeat carries the weight of risk. In this vast arena, life and death clash with every heartbeat, and survival is earned one dawn at a time. In the middle of harsh Africa, there is a species of primate that has existed for millions of years. Not as fast as a leopard, not as strong as a lion. But they know how to rely on each other to overcome danger. the Baboon troop. Broad-shouldered and powerfully built, with long, sharp canines that rival a leopard's fangs. Baboons carry the look of predators as much as prey. Their heavy brows cast a permanent glare. Their tails held in a stiff arch above lean, muscular bodies, built for both speed and endurance. Though they may seem unruly, baboons live in tightly structured groups where rank, loyalty, and kinship rule everything. A single troop may number from a few dozen to over 100 individuals, bound together in a hierarchy where every role is defined. Some stand as sentinels, their eyes scanning the horizon for danger. Others guard the young, tending to infants that cling tightly to their mothers' backs. Communication flows through a chorus of calls, barks, and screams, an intricate language that warns of predators, coordinates movement, and binds the group into one living organism. In this world, it is not the strongest who endure, but those who cooperate. Among them, cooperation isn't just survival. It is a finely tuned strategy, tested and refined over generations. They eat almost anything: roots, fruits, insects, even small birds. But they are also opportunistic hunters, seizing eggs from nests, raiding fields, and on rare occasions, overwhelming young antelope. Their menu is a testament to their adaptability, and adaptability is the savanna's greatest weapon. When danger approaches, they do not scatter blindly like so many other prey. Instead, they gather force. The troop becomes a wave of defiance, screaming, flashing their teeth, hurling stones, surging forward only to pull back in sudden retreat. This is not panic. This is strategy. A calculated show of force designed to confuse, intimidate, and drive back predators many times their size. Yet in the web of life, they are not untouchable. Lions, leopards, and hyenas all see baboons as prey. For generations, these predators struck with confidence, but now the balance shifts. At this moment, the cheetah brothers do not realize they are blocking the path of the troop. Their senses are sharp, their bodies wired with tension, aware that danger could come from anywhere. And then it happens. The chase begins. One baboon breaks from the troop, surging forward with startling speed, its eyes locked on the cheetahs. It knows it cannot win a race of speed. No primate can outrun the fastest predator on Earth. But speed is not the point. The charge is a message: this territory is not yours. Built to pursue, the cheetahs are suddenly pursued. The troop surges, and the swift hunters retreat, yielding the plains to a strength greater than speed: unity. In these moments, the roles reverse. The hunters are chased, the hunted stand their ground, and the balance of the savanna tilts, if only for a heartbeat, in favor of the baboon. At once, predator and prey guardians and aggressors, the baboons embody both sides of survival. Yet their greatest strength is not in muscle, but in the bond that binds them as one. In the unforgiving savanna, survival is paid for in blood. Yet the baboon troop has learned not only to survive, but to fight back. Lion, king of the savanna. For generations, the lion has ruled the savanna as its undisputed monarch. With shoulders of muscle jaws, built to crush bone, and a roar that shakes the plains, it is the living symbol of power. A mature male can weigh over 400 pounds. Its mane, not just a crown, but a shield against rivals. Its canines stretch nearly 3 inches long, and its bite force, strong enough to snap a buffalo's spine, makes it one of the most formidable predators on Earth. Massive paws armed with retractable claws like curved daggers can bring down prey many times its size. Every detail of its body is engineered for domination, from the explosive power in its hind legs to the golden eyes that lock onto a victim with predatory precision. Every step it takes redraws the balance of life and death. Even the formidable buffalo, armored in muscle and armed with horns, is not beyond its reach. A wild buffalo strayed from the herd. Lonely and insecure, it desperately seeks safety with its own kind. But then there were figures moving across the lawn, a pride of lions. Dozens of golden eyes stared at the buffalo before him, and the chase ignites. Dust erupts as the bull charges forward, hooves pounding the earth like war drums. The buffalo wheels horns, lashing, forcing them back, then lunges forward again, refusing to yield. Today, the prize has escaped. This time, the buffalo's will to fight has turned the hunters away empty-mouthed. The lions still rule the grasslands, but cracks have formed in their crown. For the first time, their roar must reckon with a rival voice rising from the plains, the defiance of the baboon troop. Unexpected encounter between baboon and lion. On the scorched grasslands where each gust of wind carried the dry scent of the earth, a lioness appeared. After many days without hunting, hunger exhausted her body, but also ignited her survival instinct. In her eyes, fatigue mixed with determination, signaling that a hunt was about to begin. There was a large family of baboons ahead, but one victim had broken away from the herd. Baboons rarely make it onto a lion's menu, because a hunt here brings not silence, but chaos, an eruption of screams and fury that can turn hunter into hunted. But today, the emptiness in her belly speaks louder than instinct. Her golden eyes lock forward unblinking. Each stride is firm, deliberate, driven by hunger. A baboon senses it instantly. In the same heartbeat, the hunter and the prey act together. One flees to save its life. The other attacks to fight for its life. And then it is over. At last, the lioness has her meal, its jaw clenched, keeping the spoils tightly in its mouth. The family screams from afar, powerless to intervene. Their rage fills the air, but the kill remains in the lioness's grasp. For a moment, victory seems hers alone, but other lions appear drawn by the sound, by the scent of blood. The hunter becomes the challenge. Snarls erupt, bodies collide, and the kill is no longer hers to keep. In the savannah, even triumph is fleeting. New balance in the savannah. The African savanna is no kingdom ruled by a single hand. It is a battlefield of shifting power where no victory lasts, and survival is never guaranteed. Lions remain the monarchs of muscle, their roars shaking the plains, but their throne is no longer unchallenged. The baboon troop rises as a voice of defiance, proving that intelligence and unity can wound even the legend of strength. And they are not alone. Hyenas circle the margins, scavengers turned warriors, stealing meals even from the king. Buffalo fought with raw force, standing as living tanks of the grasslands. The cheetah is a living arrow. Its entire hunt is a bet on a single moment, the moment speed becomes the absolute weapon. Elephants march like ancient guardians, shaping the land itself with every step. Each creature writes its own story of survival. Yet all are bound by the same law balance. Predators keep the herds in check. Herds sustain the predators. On the savannah, survival is paid for in blood, but it is this endless struggle that keeps the wild alive. Here there are no absolute victors, no eternal rulers, only a circle violent, merciless, yet precise. That holds the wild together. When the greatest threat is us. The greatest threats to baboons no longer come from predators on the savanna, but from humans at its edge. As their territories expand and overlap with villages, farms, and cities, the rules of survival are rewritten in unfamiliar and dangerous ways. Here traps replace claws, a snare hidden in the grass, a wire strung across a path, silent killers laid by human hands. Wounds from such traps rarely heal, leaving animals lame or leading to death. What was once a battlefield of natural rivals is now poisoned with man-made hazards. The dangers do not end there. Where baboons search for food, human waste becomes a lure. We see them scavenging through piles of garbage, clutching bottles and plastic bags, their hands once meant for climbing trees, now sifting through the refuse of civilization. It is a striking contrast to the raw confrontations of the wild, an ancient species reduced to surviving off our scraps. And with this change comes an invisible threat. Diseases move easily between primates and people. According to WHO in 2024, viruses like herpes B and other zoonotic pathogens carried by monkeys pose a real risk not just to local communities, but to entire ecosystems. When baboons venture too close, the line between human health and animal survival blurs, opening the door to outbreaks that ripple far beyond the savanna. Deforestation deepens the crisis. Every tree cut down removes both shelter and food, forcing baboons into ever closer contact with people.
And
Their ancient patterns of movement are broken, their troop structures strained. Here, even their greatest weapon, cooperation, may fail against the pressures of a changing world. The challenges are no longer just about evading predators or enduring droughts. They are about navigating a world transformed by human presence. For baboons, survival now means more than holding ground against lions. It means enduring the creeping influence of our species, an adversary, unlike any they have faced before. The savannah is not just a place, it is a reminder that survival is fragile. That power is fleeting, and that every life, no matter how small, shapes the balance of the wild. But this balance now hangs by a thread. What we choose to do, whether to protect or to ignore, will decide the future of these lands. And of the creatures who call them home. If this journey into the unseen battles of the wild revealed a side of nature you've never known, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Wild Eyes, so we can keep bringing you the untold stories of our planet.